How do you charge sales tax on your Shopify store? How do you pay your sales tax? And all that sticky stuff coming up in today's video. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and we don't know each other, you've never met me, my name's Kerry. I'm the founder of Shirt School, and I created this channel to bring you the best strategies, secrets, and hacks to grow your online t-shirt, apparel, or print-on-demand business. And in today's video, we're once again talking about my favorite thing in the world, taxes. If you're anything like me, taxes just give you a headache and they're just constantly frustrating, and it just feels like I'm always paying taxes. So taxes really stink, but luckily today we're going to specifically be talking about sales tax on your Shopify store, and I'm going to show you the easiest way that I've found to collect it and actually pay it to your state and how that all works. This is a question I get all the time. Like, gotta be one of the most asked questions is about sales tax and how to collect it and when to collect it and how to pay it and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully today I can bring some clarity to this question and help you out. The first thing I want you to know about sales tax is that you only pay sales tax on sales that you make inside your state, okay? That's one of the beauties that we have being an online business, is that we don't just sell in our state locally, we sell all over our country and maybe all over the world, and we don't have to pay sales tax on any sales outside of our state of residence. They call this sales tax nucleus, and so you have to pay taxes in any state in the United States where you have nucleus. Now that basically means you just have to have like an office or some kind of residence there, right? So for most online businesses, especially small businesses, you're only going to have that nucleus in one state, wherever your business is located. Even if you're running from your home, you're going to have a physical address. And so most likely for most of you, that's going to be inside your state only. To use Amazon as an example, Amazon has fulfillment centers and offices all around the United States. So Amazon has to charge taxes in most states in the United States. That's why even though Amazon might be based in a certain place, since they have facilities all over the US, they have to pay sales taxes on all the sales in those states. But luckily, since we have a small online business, you most likely only have that one location. And so you're only going to pay sales tax on the sales that you make inside your state of residence. Okay, the last thing I want to say, and then we'll get into the tutorial on actually how to set this all up in Shopify, is that I've said it a lot, and it's another question I get that's very related. And I recommend that you don't get your LLC or your business licenses before you actually have some sales under your belt, right? I recommend that you get started on Shopify without doing all of the LLCs and business licenses and sales tax permits. Go ahead and get a few sales under your belt before you actually get your business license and you start paying your sales taxes. You want to make sure this is something that you want to continue with. So a lot of people really stress out when they're first starting, and luckily you don't need to stress because you can actually claim, put under your social security number on your taxes. You can put your sales under there. You don't have to worry too much about sales tax when you're just starting out. But once you have some sales and you know that this is going to be something long-term for you and that you're going to stick with, you want to make sure you do get your LLC, get your business license, get your sales tax permit, and you start paying that sales tax each month. If you are just starting out, you're brand new and you're watching this video and you're like, I don't have my business license, okay? I recommend that you go ahead and set up sales tax in your Shopify account so that you are collecting it, but go ahead and just set it aside, hold on to it just in case you need to pay those sales taxes later. That's what I recommend. You don't necessarily have to do that, but even if you don't have your business license, I would just turn it on, collect it, put it aside maybe in a separate account so that you're not tempted to spend it, and just so you have it there in case you need to come back and pay those sales taxes. Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, smash that like button and also make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon. When you subscribe and hit the bell, you're going to get notified each week when we put out videos. Now, as much as I hate talking about taxes, I know you love hearing about it, so I plan to put out more videos related to this kind of content. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Back to the video. Okay, jumping into Shopify inside of a test account that I have here, I want to let you know, setting up sales tax in Shopify is actually a very simple process. A lot of people get really scared of how to do this, and it's actually pretty simple. So all that you want to do is go to your settings here, and you're going to want to go to taxes right there, right? And so we have some different options here. You're welcome to look through these and see if you want to use any of those options. What we're going to want to do here in the United States, we're going to want to go right here and hit setup, okay? Now, the great thing about Shopify is once you set this up, it's going to automatically calculate all the sales tax for all the counties in your state, and it's just going to do all the hard work for you. So you're going to hit this collect sales tax button, and you're going to select your state of residence. And I will select Oklahoma right here, and then we're going to simply hit collect sales tax. Okay, you don't have to put in your actual sales tax ID. You can go ahead and start collecting it without that and put that in later, as you saw me do there. So after you've done that, that's it. That's all you have to do in Shopify. So after this first step, your customer is going to have to pay the additional sales tax on any purchases that they make if they are inside of your state. This is not a big deal. If you go down to the convenience store and you buy something, you're going to expect to pay sales tax. So here in Oklahoma, for instance, if I have somebody, Joe, down the street that buys something from my store and he's in Oklahoma and I'm in Oklahoma, he's going to expect to pay sales tax. So once you've set this up, your store is already collecting sales tax. You don't have to do anything else on your Shopify store to actually collect the money. I do want to make sure you understand that Shopify will not pay your sales taxes for you. They're simply going to collect it from the customer and give it to you, and it's just going to get lumped in with the revenue that you're making and you're collecting from your sales. So you're going to have to actually put it aside and not spend it so that you have the money there to pay your sales tax. Step number 2, you're going to want to find where you pay sales taxes inside of your state. Now, keep in mind, you only want to do this if you already have your LLC, your business license, and your sales tax permit. Okay, you have to have that before you can do this. So make sure you get your business license, get your sales tax permit. Then you're going to want to find where you pay taxes. Okay, here in Oklahoma, it's OKTAP. This is the website. I know most of you guys aren't watching from Oklahoma, but just to give you an idea of what this looks like. Now, here in Oklahoma, we have to remit our sales tax every single month by the 20th of the month for the previous month. So all you're going to want to do here is simply get your account set up with whatever website for your state. Find the one for your state, get your account set up, and find out when sales tax is due each month. This is the one that I log into here every month. In Oklahoma, this is where you pay it. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is really cool because you don't really need to know how to work these systems if you use this method. You just need to get a login created, get your account set up. Step number 3 to get your sales tax completely done is to install and start using an app called TaxJar Sales Tax Automation. Woo! If I could tell you how much money and time this app has saved me. You can see here it's got a 30-day trial and it starts at $19 per month. In my opinion, very, very well worth whatever they want to charge. What this app does, it's a Shopify app, so you can just go out to the Shopify app store, install this app into your Shopify store. What this is going to do is it's going to auto-file your sales tax for you each month. You don't have to do anything. You just set up auto-file, you're good to go. TaxJar is a lifesaver, and it makes it to where you don't have to manually go to the taxpayer website and pay your sales taxes each month. And I will tell you from my experience, I'm sure maybe some states are easier than others. Oklahoma is not easy. It is a pain in the butt. You have to go in and enter each county and all the amounts and the county codes. And so this TaxJar sales automation app eliminates all of those headaches and remits your sales tax for you each month. And it will also know in your state when sales tax is due, but you're going to have at least have a login to your state's website so that you can give that information to TaxJar and let them access your taxpayer account. To quickly recap the steps to get your sales tax set up and start remitting it to your state, and this is really the easiest method. Number 1, turn it on in your Shopify store. Super simple, right? Just turn it on. Number 2, set up an account with your state's taxpayer website, wherever you pay sales tax. You need a login there. You probably need to know when it is due each month. Number 3, install and set up TaxJar on your Shopify store, give it whatever information it needs, and TaxJar will remit the sales tax for you each month on your behalf, making it super simple where you don't even have to think about it, right? The last thing you want to think about as the CEO of an online apparel business is having to pay those taxes each month. It can take you literally hours and hours. I have spent more hours than I would like to admit manually paying sales tax before I found TaxJar many years ago. There were some days where I would spend 5 or 6 hours typing in county codes and amounts, and it is not fun. So this is by far the easiest way to do it, and I recommend that you go do it right now. Hey, if you have not yet set up your Shopify store, I want to invite you to head over to shirtschool.com/Shopify and grab a 14-day free trial. That is an affiliate link. We'd love it if you used our link and actually signed up for your 14-day free trial with Shopify. We believe Shopify is the best e-commerce platform, bar none, hands down. It's got the most flexibility, the most features. It's the easiest to use, and it's very, very affordable. You don't need any additional tech to make it work. Shopify is amazing. Get your e-commerce, print-on-demand, t-shirt, apparel store set up. And just head over to shirtschool.com/Shopify. Get that 14-day free trial. We'll see you next week.